Welcome back, guys. This is Jay.
This is T, man, and welcome back to the Coastal Chaos.
Yeah, so we've kind of talked about them before, a couple of the streams. Podcast per se. We did start a stream yesterday. But this is Robbie. This is T's older brother. You know, he plays a little bit of that 37U
All right.
football.
Bring it up. But yeah, man, what's up, guys?
I mean, what do you have going on right now, man? Like, you just playing some 37U, working, games, anything?
Yeah, games, a lot of games. Playing a lot of Marvel Rivals lately, some stuff like COD, you know. I played really shitty yesterday with Jay and Jared.
You did. It was bad. He's like, take me to core.
I did.
So I can do better. And then still proceeded to go like with a 0.3 average KD for the night.
It was bad. I was talking all shit. And I was like, yeah, guys, I'm going to do so great. No. But T played with me, with my dad. And it was...
My back hurts from
it. All right, buddy, relax. I think I have clips of our games.
I threw a disc playing with him last night. I had some 20-kill games, and here's Robbie with like 3 kills.
3 kills. Jay called me out on the funniest fucking thing. I was literally 1-6, and then one round I got all 6 kills back, or 5 kills.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, he got to a 1-0 by getting 5 kills in one round. I'm like, imagine Robbie handed the controller to his little brother. I was like, bro, I was on there, you know, saying he was letting Brandy play for him, you know.
Talking crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, man, we had some dudes. It was freaking awesome last night, actually. I actually enjoyed, except for this guy. This guy not getting on my piece of shit.
Bro. I told you, bro. I was tired.
Piece of shit.
He didn't even want to play, so, I mean, like,
I
get it. Like, we haven't all been on at one time, like, since 2 weeks ago, because...
It's almost been a month.
Busy.
It's been a long time.
Well, yeah, because Carlos hasn't even had COD for 2-3 weeks, something like that, so... well, that's a whole different thing.
Dude,
but we've been playing. I mean, we've gotten all on Rivals a couple times, you know, and gotten some things in there. I'm practicing M&K, you know, since I got the PC.
That's good.
On at least on Rivals and on Fortnite, I'll play M&K. On COD, I've got one of those new scuff controllers with the paddles on it, so I still have to try and use that as much as possible because I enjoy it. Like I'm a controller player at heart.
Dude, we all started on console. I mean, Jordan's talking about getting a PC here soon. I'm going to get one. I'm going to probably rebuild the one you gave me. But dude, everybody's going to PC. Everything's going to PC. So everything's kind of better.
Well, when GTA 6 comes out, you're going to need a PC.
You're going to need it. Or console, too. They said they're coming out console first.
They're going to come out with PC first.
No. You want to make a bet?
The console version is like... it's not gonna be as good. GTA 6.
It's like 37U compared to NFL.
All right,
yeah,
it's not as good, bro.
GTA 6 on the PC is gonna have so much more detail. They're saying it's gonna be almost a terabyte of storage.
That's my whole Xbox.
That's why it's like you need a PC. I mean, my PC only has 2 terabytes right now, but I've still got a terabyte free. You know?
Yeah.
It's like I've got all the games that we play together plus some because you guys are having to, you know, download games, undownload, you know, reinstall them, things like that, because you can't store that many games. Versus my PC, I've got games I play with you guys, and then I got games that I play by myself.
Yeah, facts.
And I still have a terabyte free of storage, so it's one of those things that
we still need to get on Arc Raiders.
Arc Raiders is good. Bro. I like Arc Raiders, but going back to that GTA 6, you got to get a PC.
I know, for sure.
Because they're going to do the roleplay.
Roleplay's already in console.
Roleplay.
They'll come out with console already, too. They already talked about it.
I mean, personally haven't seen roleplay for console.
You're talking to a nerd, bro. I watch Star Wars for go to bed, bro.
Listen, nothing's wrong with Star Wars.
Eat, sleep, breathe, gaming, Star Wars, football, coaching. That's what I do. I don't even care about work. Let me be real. I love my job.
Oh, man.
And my child, I love all of my family.
No, bro, we get it.
I forgot
he was gonna say, I love my job, but I love everything else more.
No, I love my kid. My kid goes first, right? Then it's gaming. Then it's, well, no. I'm going to reinstate this. So it's
excuse him,
child,
you got 2 brain cells,
football, gaming, coaching. Like coaching was great this year. You guys know, I went to playoffs, got our asses handed to. I don't care. The kids.
Because you were the coach?
No, not a chance. Those kids were. It's Gaither High School, Tampa fucking Gaither, dude. It's crazy. Those kids were good. A lot of the kids. We had a kid. We were playing against a kid that was a pit commit crazy running back. Shout out to him, bro. He studded out that game. They lost against Lakeland. Fought at the school. Dude, it was bad. And then, like, it's like us. Like, we went to Lake Howe. You know, the guys talked about it on the last podcast, Jamie.
Yeah.
We all went to Lake Howe for a little bit. Our mom passed away, stuff like that, yada, yada, yada. But you're my brother. Damn.
Yeah.
Like, dude, no, bro. Like,
then y'all transferred down to Harmony.
Harmony. Yeah, dude, it was a great time. Meatball here, fucking.
Hey, listen, bro. Hey,
we're hanging out with
somebody.
Met me when I was 5 foot tall, and now you can't even stand with me.
Dude, I still can't. For some reason, I don't see that same person in you, and it's the craziest thing ever.
When
like,
it's sunny outside, I hide behind him for the shade.
Yeah, dude, but it's crazy. Like, we all went to school. I remember this motherfucker being like this fucking tall, fucking. Like, bro, now I took his spot. He's taller than me, and I'm sitting like this, bro. Like, it's just crazy things, man. Life goes on beyond past, and it's just like everything's smoothed out. Like, look at us, bro. We're all doing good for ourselves. I mean, I'm a high school football coach. My dream is to become a college football coach. I gotta go to school for those kind of things. And stuff like that, man. What have you guys been up to?
How does school work out for you?
I haven't done it. School, when I first went, greatest time of my life. Johnny Manziel effect. I don't want to bring all the stuff up. Just know, a lot of fun, a lot of alcohol, a lot of drugs. Not bad drugs, guys. Like, just like little stuff. But, you know, we don't talk about this stuff.
Just little stuff.
Just little stuff, you know, doing something. Dude, best time of my life.
Yeah,
Did a little bit of dancing and stuff too, man. Like, made some money while I was in school. Yeah, dude, I was an exotic dancer for a little bit. Crazy time. I was a stripper. Not a gay stripper, guys. Dance for weddings and stuff.
I think you would dance for just about anybody who came into the club, wouldn't you? Anything to make a dollar,
Anything to make a dollar. I'm going to tell you right now, old man Joe back down the road, he was throwing hundreds, bro. I was happy.
Oh, God. He said I wasn't a gay stripper, but $100 from old man Joe.
Listen, they can't touch. That's a rule. They cannot touch. If I had the bracelet on, the only people that could touch is technically women, but they're not even supposed to touch me. There's crazy things, bro. Crazy things to think about.
You were going to the private room, weren't you?
Never.
Yeah.
Unless it was a woman.
He was a private dancer, bro.
Unless it was a woman. I was a private dancer.
Bro,
Dude,
bro, hold on. We live in a fucked up world.
Yeah.
You couldn't tell it was a woman or not. You probably let some
back in 2016,
bro.
We weren't talking about.
Hey, 2016 is now, like, 2026 is supposed to be the new 2016. Are we going to see you back out on stage this year?
I'm too fat, bro. Too.
I mean,
bro, you can do the truffle shuffle, bro. Dude,
man, yeah, man. So
yeah.
We all met in 2016.
Like 2015, technically.
Yeah, I mean, fall 2015.
Brother, I got it on my leg.
Oh, yeah, there's the day that we met.
No, this is the day my mom died.
Yeah, just can't. Well, I mean, what? We met like 6 months after that, though, right? Like August of 2015.
I didn't go to school for, like, you went to Harmony before me, no? I don't remember how it went.
Yeah.
It was a long time ago.
I don't know.
10 years. 11 almost now. But, like, I don't think I went to school. I said, bro, I was at Lake Howe. I had Power 5 schools. I had Yale, fucking UAB. They're not Power 4, I would say. Yale, UAB, NC State. Like, I had a bunch of good stuff, man. And then didn't go to school for 6 months. Failed class. I wanted to do another senior year. It could have been a super senior with you guys. Graduated with this kid. Well, no, you graduated 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah. But
yeah, because you were a senior my freshman year, and that's when you're like, oh, yeah, meatball. I can't even begin to, like, remember as much of those days as that happened, because we spent so many days on the basketball courts. And that was the thing. I was 5 foot tall, 200 pounds, and I was out of shape, just trying to get back in shape. That's why I joined the weightlifting team with you guys. And I could play golf out of shape. You see guys like, John Daly doing it.
John Daly
who are smoking ciggies, drinking Diet Cokes, really not taking a whole lot of good care of their body. And so I was still able to do that. But then as I got into the gym, with you guys and working out all the time, it was like, that's kind of what transformed me. Plus, it helps when you grow a foot.
Yeah. Fucking a foot and like 6 inches, bro?
Yeah,
what are you, 6'2"?
No, I'm only 6 foot. So
yeah.
Really?
It's one of those things where I grew into the form. I weigh less now than I did my freshman year of high school, and I grew a foot, so it's a big difference.
Damn. Yeah. I remember long hair, fat kid right here too.
Hey, listen, I was fat till I went to Harmony, bro.
I don't know what happened to you when we went to Harmony. You
I
like
did drugs.
you, you started like
Seems to be a trend in your family.
all suffer from
drug
addiction.
addicts.
But no,
bro,
dude.
I went to Harmony, and obviously, we all fell into this whole different realm.
Yeah.
We all felt a certain way about ourselves.
How to do better for mom, dude?
Yeah,
Like some stuff like that.
I did better for mom, I guess. We partied a lot. I mean,
Didn't go to school, piece of shit.
Yeah, hey, listen,
Should've.
bro. But, we all learned from that.
Right.
I should have
exactly.
went to school. I had my
Yeah, I'm
chances.
gonna tell you right now. As a high school student, I'm gonna tell you guys differently. School's for the birds, bro. You guys both didn't go to school, right? You didn't go to school.
I went
He went to
to
Valencia.
college after.
How many years did you finish?
I didn't get my bachelor's, and I technically don't have my associates. I did all the credits for it, but I don't have my associates. I didn't want to walk, but I did go to Seminole State College and Valencia College for like 2.5, 3 years, something like that, to finish all my credits.
All right. Did you need that for your job?
No,
No,
I've made it somewhat successful without it. I have considered going back to school though. I've been really heavily considering it recently, for project management, business management, something along those lines, because I worked in the trades right out of high school and worked my way into an office job of what I do now.
Hell
And
yeah,
so I think that if I go back and get the degree now, school is important when you want to move up to be, a vice president or something like that within a company, CEO, something like that.
Look at Chris. You know what I mean? Chris, what same semester? One semester, bro. We lasted.
Bro, listen,
had the
I
same
didn't
Johnny
wanna-
Manziel effect. I swear to God, if this kid would have went to school, we would have all had the same
No,
effect.
I think it would have been different. I had my effect in high school, though.
The problem
You
for
gotta
you,
think-
you didn't want to leave because you had all your boys were a year behind you. It was me and
Well, it
C,
wasn't
Dino.
even-
We were all a year
Nah,
behind you.
It wasn't even that. I mean, I think what it was I watched, obviously, our older brother Chris. He went to school. He got out. I watched Robbie. Me and Robbie, as everyone knows, growing up, him and I were the closest. So I watched him his whole life. He wanted to go to school. He went to school, lasted 4 quarters, whatever you want to call it, 1 semester.
No,
And-
just one semester. Bro. 4 quarters is two semesters.
2 quarters, whatever. But,
I didn't even make it
didn't-
past Christmas break.
man came down for a hurricane, went to go back up, and they're like, yo,
Yeah.
you're out of here.
No, it wasn't for the hurricane. It was because we went on the Thanksgiving break.
Yeah,
And
bro,
dude,
listen. He went there, didn't do well, and I was like,
I did okay. Before we go further in this conversation, my first semester was great. Then I had a professor. For some reason, they put me in this class, economics class. I took economics in Harmony.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot that lady's name, but bitch of a teacher. I hated her. But like,
Probably
I
wasn't even that bad. You were
No,
just a
she
bad
was
student.
bad student.
I was a
Yeah.
good student. Like my grades, I had best grades ever in my entire high school career was A's and B's, bro.
bro,
At Harmony.
Harmony was easy.
Harmony was.
Yeah.
Bro, I was
But
ahead of Harmony.
being a sports person, being a guy who played high school football, whether Harmony wasn't too crazy with the golf, but a baseball, soccer, football, they kind
Not too crazy with golf. We were 12th in the state my junior year.
No. When I say that,
Not too.
when I say
He
that-
says not too crazy. Like
No,
we're
like
the
the
first golf
teachers-
team to go to states at Harmony since it was 2008 or something like
but
that.
the teachers didn't praise you guys like they did football, baseball.
Dude, I got to
sometimes
sleep in
soccer.
Coach Butler's fucking office,
Yeah.
bro.
I mean-
I was
just
sleeping
gotta
And
every
chill.
day.
wrestling, they used to
Mi-
praise us for wrestling.
in my chemistry class in the back lab room or whatever, we were sitting back there watching movies. It was me, Seth, and Colin. We didn't do it every day, but it was a lot of time during our lunch periods. I was a TA for that teacher as well. So
Okay.
and so I would hang out in there where the boys were on lunch because they had lunch A, I had lunch B. So we would mix and match our TA periods, and we
Yeah.
would just hang out for 2-3 hours sitting in that back
Oh,
room
yeah.
doing our thing. But it was easy, like you guys said. Athletes did get a little bit of sway.
I feel like now, bro, like coaching at Winter Springs has brought me into like a new eye level of like how kids are. Well, I feel like I was that bad. Like I did not care about school, but I did at the same time.
Well, it was the same thing, bro. Like I said, they kind of made it easy for us.
They did.
If you went to school, like, would you go become a teacher at Winter Springs or at a high school to be like the head coach there kind of deal? Or you think you'll just keep doing it like private, coming in off the street to coach wherever it'll take you?
I'll coach off the street rather than teach kids. I love kids. Like, I have my own kid. I was a substitute teacher for, like, 2 years. Like, it was great. I taught my cousin, Gracie.
Yeah.
Before you go to those crazy jokes, right? But, like, before you go to... I enjoy teaching the youth, right? Like, but I wouldn't become a full-time teacher.
I'm going to be honest, bro. You know, if you were my kid's coach, I'd pull him. No, I'm just kidding.
That's crazy. Like,
No,
first year... And since 2019 going to playoffs.
No.
I'm not going to say it's all me. We had good coaches. We had Coach Walker. Dykes, the great head coach. He's a great head coach. He's taught me so much of the game, like how I have to treat these kids, because I helped you guys out at Harmony a little bit for like a half a year, didn't finish, whatever. Like, had pictures of T running around, like running kids over. I still have that clip. It's funny as hell. And I think it was against, what was his name, bro?
We won't say names.
I don't
but
say
listen,
names, but it definitely...
I hit the kid woke up and asked about, hey, where am I?
It was funny. But, like, things like that, dude, like, I enjoy coaching more than I did teaching. Coaching's way easier. And, like, the kids, like, I have this one kid, like, I would say he's my nephew, right? We grew up with the family. Levi's nephew. Like, we grew up with the family. Great kid. Stud of an athlete. Gonna be a dog. I hope he gets looks this year. Quarterback was a good kid. Like, we had a good little couple times where we scuffled. Not us scuffling, but, like, we were in trouble, right? Like, we played against this Colorado team. They came down and whooped our ass 38-7 or something like that.
But how does it feel? Like, when we played, none of that happened.
I mean,
Vieira? They never. No. I'm talking about.
Oh, you're talking about
ass whipping, bro. I'm talking about
playing teams out of state.
Out of state.
It's a crazy feeling, dude. Like, we got paid to play them. Like, not the school got paid, right?
Yeah.
So it was kind of cool. Like, we had an offense, defense MVPs. Like, of course, the kid that I'm talking about, Tristan Raines, great fucking kid, stud of an athlete, dude. And I'll put his name out there for all the coaches. Anybody could see him. He's a great kid.
Yeah, but don't worry, Alabama, they watch us, bro.
I wish, right? But, like, 5'8", I think 5'9", about the same height as me, if not. Fast, dude. Fast. Stud of an athlete. I'm telling you, he could probably play for a Power 5 school easily.
Yeah.
Easily.
Cool.
He's really skinny. And then, like, we're going to work on that this summer. We're going to be pushing a lot of weights this summer. Like, these kids are going to come out. We have an athlete, Jaso.
As a, I guess, former drug addict, you shouldn't say you're pushing weight.
Yeah. Hold on. Former drug addict's crazy, bro.
Hey, it still is.
Well, no, bro. Like, all right. Getting these kids bigger is, like, our main goal this year, right? It's like, I can't speak to you guys about this. You guys make
but having these kids gain mass.
For sure.
Biggest in high school. My biggest thing was the gaining the mass.
You got swole high school. I remember that.
I got swole after high school.
No, you got swole in high school.
No,
I remember
I
going
was
to
still
your...
weighing 100. You gotta think, bro. I was weighing 138 pounds.
Well, yeah, you're 5'4".
Yeah, exactly.
All right, bro, dude. Listen, at least I can ride the rides.
Look
right,
at us, right? Look at our height, right? You see me and Jay. Sit up. Just sit up. Look where you...
I mean, bro,
buddy,
you know what?
it's okay.
Hey,
I'll sit up so that I can be taller.
Yeah, signal bars, bro. Leave me alone.
Exactly. It's boo 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 boo. Or the other way.
But no, like, yeah, I definitely, like, my problem was gaining weight.
Dude, I still have a picture.
Bro, I was 138 pounds.
You still look swole to me, I swear.
I had the muscle, but
I thought
not
you were
the
145, because you wrestled 145.
I was 138 pounds wrestling at 145.
Well, that's like me my senior year. I was playing at 155. But I gained a lot of weight. College, dude, I'll tell you what, I really wish you would have went to college. I do.
I think if I would have went to college, I had the brains to be able to keep it going. Hold on. Don't look like that.
Two brain cells fighting for third
exactly.
place. I got the brains.
No. But what I'm saying is, I would do every step the right way instead of going out partying and doing all that. I still would have had my fun partying.
Liar.
I do have to say, when you were 18, you didn't have that maturity to do that though, because we were partying every day. While you were working, you were doing construction, and you were.
But I was going to work.
You were.
Except for one time.
Yeah, that was the night I graduated from high school.
Never forget, I called boss. Hey, boss, I'm sick, man. My stomach hurts.
Yeah, his stomach hurts because he just got done. He pounded like half a handle of Crown Apple.
Hell yeah.
And because he was trying to play catch up. We had been drinking. We graduated at like 10 o'clock in the morning, and we got done, we went and had some lunch, and then we went back and we started partying.
Goddamn. Brother, you need to hit a tanning bed.
I need to hit a tanning bed, bro.
But yeah.
You got your prison tattoos. And
these were my drug addict. Not really a drug addict, but like, dude, I was
first step submitting.
No. College, different.
But no, yeah.
After college, I don't know.
If I had the same brain I do today, I mean, granted, I'm fucking.
You think you would have done
You're
better?
25 now, though. That's 7 years more mature. You got to
Right.
think. Some of these kids are going
27
in.
years. Fucking.
Some of these kids are going into college now at 17.
Listen, Malachi Tony, Ryan Williams. They had some great where they went at a young age.
There's another kid that just went.
I don't know.
But he's a quarterback.
If I had let's say right now, boom, I had this mindset when I was 18, not when I'm 25 turning 26. I would have thought different. I would have went to the schools. I had some shit going on. I could have done it. But I chose the route of staying. I did construction. I still played ball. I had my offers. I had, chance going overseas to China. I had Germany. Had arena here in Florida.
Arena's a different ball game.
Yeah, let me tell you.
I still say he stayed because the boys were here.
Yeah.
No,
I think that's what it was because
No.
he really didn't have you had gotten out of a relationship and then gotten into one, but it wasn't that you stayed for that. It was
You stayed because of the boys, bro.
Yeah,
No, like-
I mean all your boys once because you had your guys that obviously we hung out with Robbie and some of the guys that were a little bit older than us that left, went to college and stuff like that. Were doing their own thing, getting married and and then there was
Don't do that right away.
there was the group of us that was younger than you, and you were kind of like right in the middle there. So you stayed, and whenever everybody went off to college, you were like that older brother to everybody.
I was.
You were coming over to the house partying. We were having our bonfires, doing our things, and then
Definitely.
hell, it was even the year after I graduated. That summer after I graduated from high school, it was non-stop partying. I got a job. We all got our jobs in the trades and things like that. I was painting houses, but it was like as soon as we got off, we were all at work by like 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning. We were either already on a job site or on our way there at 5 o'clock in the morning, and we get off, and we were getting off at like 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And by 5 o'clock, we already had a good buzz going because we were back at somebody's house having a good time.
Every night, either y'all came over with me, or I went over there with y'all, and we were drinking. I mean, and
By
we
the
were
way,
partying.
underage.
Hey, listen, bro.
Hey, we all make mistakes,
That's
we
not
all,
a mistake. It's a great time.
It was a great time. We all
It's
make
not mistakes,
the
it's
mis-
memories,
the
bro.
There you go. I like that. Hell yeah.
we made the memories and had the times. We were. They started handing grown-up money to kids because we were going on trips to Miami, Tampa,
Dude.
just hitting
Having a
up
good time.
anything and everything we could do.
Definitely doing that.
We made that was a summer full of memories for sure. And
No, the way I look at it is, we wanted to not go out with the bang because us boys, me, you, and C, we still hang out. Granted, we're all doing our own lifestyle. Like I got kids.
6.
You don't have kids, bro. Watch your mouth.
at least
No, back the fuck off. All right? Go fuck yourself. But I got my kids. I got my trade. You have your trade. C has his. C's works all the time. Robbie sucks dick on OBT, bro.
wow,
That's just
wow.
crazy. He's lying.
But
He's lying.
we all do.
It's
our,
John Parkway.
It's right off of it.
It's 4:36, bro.
Alrighty, that's too close to home. Oh man. No,
He's UCF recruiting.
let me tell you, dude. I live in this apartment complex. 700 UCF players, dude. Not really. Realistically, it's like 10. But still sick as hell. Like seeing those kids, I'm like, dude. Imagine. All right, but let's stop. I'm saying kids, they're grown men, right? But seeing the grown men, dude, they're big. Like a lot of the guys now. God damn it! I can't talk to these motherfuckers.
No, you gotta be careful, bro.
All right. I don't know how to state this without sounding really homophobic. No, all right, get that shit over there. But no, dude, from his class to my class to your class, I feel like you guys got shorter, and then out of nowhere, the kids are starting to get huge again.
Bro, it's what's inside the chicken.
Got shorter, bitch. I'm taller than you.
But you were also very short throughout high school. And this motherfucker, dude, I don't think he had a quarterback that was over 6 foot. I don't even
Nah, it was J-Mo and then Nate, and Nate was...
J-Mo was my quarterback, though.
Yeah, but J-Mo was there
J-Mo
for him,
was 6 foot.
But he was playing fucking linebacker, which is crazy. The kid was 110 pounds playing linebacker.
Hey, bro, I could hit.
Doesn't make sense, but hey, he played linebacker. I remember when you went to running back. It was a great time. Kept the support number 20 open. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. You see Caleb Bass, dude?
Yeah.
Getting drafted to the Houston
Congrats
Gamblers.
to that kid. I did talk to him. I think he's doing a good job. Definitely went a good route. I mean, he
had to work out with the Colts for a little bit.
He played ball. I think going the route he went to where it's a minor league, not what we.
He still gets paid,
but he gets paid.
Yeah.
He's doing something similar to like what Jamie does.
Yeah,
Jamie
playing for the
a little
Iowa.
more but televised.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
He's definitely because they play in the XFL.
Yeah, UFL.
Yeah, UFL. Sorry.
I don't know what it's called. It's like universal.
They used to play in the XFL.
Yeah, some crazy stuff.
But
Rock still owns that league?
The XFL?
No. Is it the UFL? He owns the UFL now, right?
He used to own the XFL.
Yeah, but then I think they switched to UFL.
XFL to UFL.
But now does he still?
They're switching team names and everything too.
Yeah.
Because
what about the Orlando Storm, boys?
You had the Orlando Guardians, and now it's going to be the Orlando Storm because
what happened to Apollos?
Apollos, that league was that was also some crazy AUF or some stupid stuff. That league, I would have loved to play for that. That was the year we were balling, something like that. We were balling that year, and we were starting to go to workouts. I've had arena contracts. I've had overseas contracts. I had the Jagadona Hornets. Shout out to those boys, man. Those guys over there.
Where?
Jagadona, Serbia, Russia, or something. Bro, this is, by the way,
send him to Dagestan.
Bro, this is when we were dealing with the fucking shit from Russia. So I told them no. I'm a U.S. citizen going to Russia. I feel like I'm gonna die.
Bro, listen. I don't want to hear it.
Minnesota Gladiators, dude. That's Spain.
You would have came back a man.
I would have came back.
Fought a bear.
Probably. That would have been sick. Bro.
2 or 3 years. maybe fight bear and then come back.
Maybe come back. If you don't come back, we set you into prison.
But you got to remember, when I was going over to China,
right after that year, bro. Remember?
Right after, granted, shout out to the guy who decided to hit me while I was on my motorcycle. I think it helped me out, bro, because
now you're making more money.
Yeah, I'm making
successful.
more money, and I'm a lot more successful. Going over there, I would have made some great money, but bro, COVID came out.
Yeah, that was.
I was about to leave.
You were gonna be in China.
During COVID, and I couldn't come back. Dude, the laws over there. One of the biggest things is you can't chew bubble gum on the sidewalk. Because you go to jail.
Can't spit.
You can't spit.
Dude, they have some crazy.
You can't
that wouldn't work for somebody like me.
He's a spitter, guys.
Not a quitter.
But you can't jaywalk. You go over there to jaywalk, you're in jail for 6 months.
Oh, I'm thinking of Tokyo. I'm like, dude, you ever see that thing? Like they go,
but
walking between each other. It's like
it was so insane, and like obviously they wanted me to learn their language, their laws. It's hard to do. Especially as
language, bro. I can barely know English, bro.
Over there, yes, they speak English, but
they go crazy.
If they try to speak, English and Chinese, it's hard.
Dude, that was the year we were supposed to go. I broke my fibula.
Yeah.
What game was that? I broke it. The Central Florida Bulls.
The very next week, I beat
Literally, we beat them. By the way, we did beat them. It was like third quarter. I don't know. I don't know if I was on offense or defense that year. But I don't know if I caught a ball or I went to go block somebody. Bro, this dude had to be like almost 300 pounds. I went to go clean his shit. The way it worked, though, I cleaned his shit, but another person hit him and rolled on my ankle. Snap, bro. It was the craziest time of my life.
It sounds like fun.
No. I got a metal plate for her.
So you did that, and then he got into his accident.
Probably like 2 months later, right?
2 months later, and then it was like 3 months after that I got into mine where I went into the windshield of my car. It was like all three of us back to back. We're all sitting here injured up, getting sewed up, surgeries, whatever.
Dude, I remember
crazy because
it was a little bit after 2 months, I think, because I was out of my boot, so that'd be like 4 months later.
Yeah, well,
I definitely started my early workout of football back like 2-3 months early. It's a terrible idea.
My accident was in October 14th of 2019.
Yeah, so way before mine.
But it was crazy because I remember signing everything, getting put in a draft. Like, it was the coolest shit ever. And I get into this accident, and I was like, fuck. But it was alright, though.
Yeah, man. I mean,
Central Florida driving, man.
Exactly.
Mine was March 3rd of 2020, so it was almost, was that almost 6 months after or something like that, 5 months after.
Yeah.
So, but he was still recovering. He hadn't even went back to work yet. He was on the workman's comp.
I didn't go back to work till 2021. I wasn't
Bro
allowed.
was partying after his accident.
Yeah, he was sitting around drinking because he couldn't do anything.
And his air cast like this, like.
Bro, I got my legs propped up, just chilling, drinking. This motherfucker, I'm passed out in the room, and our best friend comes into my house. Just walks in, my stepmom, shout out to BJ, told him, hey, bro, he's sleeping, wake his ass up. Woke me up, was like, hey, we gotta go. I'm in my skibbies, bro. And I'm like, what's up, man? I wake up, he's like, yo, bro, Jay was in an accident. Cool, I'm throwing pants on. I was supposed to go to a damn appointment. I'm like, man, fuck the appointment. We'll go see Jay. Shout out to his nurse. Hot. I gotta say, bro, my boy had the best nurses. All right, they took care of him.
Yeah, I was 18, was on my way to a college class actually, and it was an 8 a.m. class, and I'm not even 5 miles from my house, and I wasn't paying attention. I was over here changing the stereo on my car, and it was like before Apple CarPlay and Siri and all that stuff, so it was like you were having to do Bluetooth on the actual screen and stuff like that, and so I look up, and I had cruise control on, I had set it to 5 over the speed limit, and I was just cruising to class, whatever, and I'm on the highway, and somebody stopped in the middle of the road.
That's tough.
They were bottlenecking for an accident on the other side of the road. First responders were already there. They came, and they couldn't get my driver's side door open because when I crunched into the back of that person, it was pinching the door. Yeah. So they're like, we're gonna have to get the Jaws.
Jaws of life, dude.
And when they said that, I'm at this point, I had my vape. Vaping was still legal at 18 back then, so it was before they made the change in the law. Yeah. And I'm sitting here, and my vape has now, like, the tank's exploded. I had a bottle of juice sitting in my cup holder. It's all over the windshield. I just see clear liquid dripping down this shattered. It's shattered down this windshield, like, because my head went into the windshield, and I cracked the windshield, and I had actual pieces of glass from it stuck in my forehead and in my left eye. And I just see this clear liquid going down it, and I'm like, fuck, my vape juice is gone. And then I'm like looking for my vape, couldn't find it, whatever. And I thought it had gotten on my face. Yeah. Firefighter dude's standing at the door, and he's like trying to go get like these Jaws. He's calling for them, everything like that. And now they're responding to 2 accidents. Jesus. And he's like, we can't get your door open. I just grabbed it and I shoulder checked the door open. He's freaking out because then as soon as they got the door, like as soon as I opened the door and they were able to like get to me in the car, they're over here like putting me in a C collar and trying to like stabilize my neck because they had no idea what happened. How bad my injuries were. Got a fractured. On side, I could have broke my neck because I went head first into a windshield. Dude, and so,
bro, that would have been a sight to see.
I got pinned because I had some cornhole boards that pinned my seat to my steering wheel. Oh. So they slid up from behind. I was driving a 2014 Ford Edge. Yeah. They slid up from behind, and my knees got caught under the steering wheel. My knees actually cracked the entire dash underneath the steering wheel, and I had cuts in my knees and stuff like that from that. But I got pinned into it, and I'm lucky. My chest bent over the steering wheel as I went into the windshield. I bent the steering wheel over, and I had bruising on my chest. I had to have 10 stitches in my face, and that wasn't fun. Including I think it was 2 or 3 in my left eye, right underneath the eyebrow, and so like you could feel the needles going in and touching your eyeballs and stuff like that. It was insane. It was insane, but I didn't feel it. I thought vape juice was going down my forehead, and the firefighter's like, "Sir, like sit still." And I'm like, why? And I'm like in a brand new, had a Golden State Warriors shirt on, some jeans. I remember like it was yesterday, brand new jeans. We had just went to the mall, and I was going in a brand new fit. And he goes, "Sir, you're bleeding from your face." And so then I wiped my forehead through the cut and everything, and I just looked down, my hands covered in blood. Oh, so then at this point, like, I didn't even have to call 911. My car automatically did it because my phone was hooked up through the Bluetooth or whatever.
That little thing that you press on the button or something like that?
That didn't even have to be pressed. Like,
no, just...
my phone was doing the automatic emergency services. The iPhone, had done that. Yeah. And so 911's coming through my phone and, like, trying to talk to me. And I'm like, I got to let y'all go. And they're like, were you involved in the incident with this car? I'm like, no, it's two Fords. Like, I think it was like a Honda or something on the other side. And they're asking that. I'm like, no, it's two Fords. And they're like, oh, okay, that's the one that they just called in, though, because EMS had already called it in. They were like, hey, we got another accident on the other side of the road.
So they had to...
Turns out another one happened right behind me that day.
Jesus.
And so there ended up being 3 accidents there within 20 minutes of each other.
Yeah, so don't drive on that road, guys.
And it was bad, man. Like, I FaceTimed C at like 7:45 in the morning. Mind you, I'm in a C collar. Yeah. I'm still sitting in my car. Like, I was refusing to get in the ambulance. I had already talked to my mom on the phone. She's on her way there. And I told her, I was like, I'm waiting here till you get here. You can give me the advice of if I need to go in the ambulance or whatever. I FaceTime C, and it's just blood running down my face, bro. Dripping on my phone and stuff. And he's like, don't ever call me like that again.
Yeah, that's some gruesome stuff.
You know, on FaceTime, I woke him up because he was a server at the time, so, like, he didn't have to be up early. I woke him up to that, and that's when he just drove straight to T's house. He's like, he didn't even worry about calling him, nothing. He just drove straight there to pick him up.
Good friends, man.
And then I'm like, my boss happened to be driving past there. He was doing some work out by my house, but I didn't work on Tuesday mornings or Thursday mornings because I had class.
Yeah.
And so he's calling me. He's like, hey, it looks like your car. He's like, it's got the same stickers on the back and everything. I had Yeti stickers all over the back and things like that. And he's like, were you in an accident this morning? I'm like, yeah. He goes, are you okay? He's like, your car looked terrible. He's like, and just like based on the damage he saw, he's like, why are you talking to me so normal right now? And so then I FaceTimed him. I got bandages all around my head at this point. I'm laying in the hospital. He was like, so you're not coming to work this week? I was like, I'll be back there tomorrow. Dead ass. I went and got all the stuff from my car from the tow yard that night. Very next day, went and got a new car.
Yeah.
And I drove to the job site.
You're a fucking baller.
And he's like, go home.
Yeah.
He looked at me. I still have bandages on my head. I'm sitting here just
half concussed. Like,
yeah, I was fully concussed, man. That was it was bad. My eyes had swelled shut the night before, but obviously the next day when I woke up, I could still open them a little bit. But like 2 black eyes, freaking.
You drove yourself.
Yeah,
brother. I drink 1 alcohol beverage. I can't drive, right? So 2 black eyes, dude. I don't even know how I drove home when I broke my fibula. Like, that sounds awful.
Bro, that's crazy.
I mean, I've got a pretty high pain tolerance. Like, I was refusing pain meds and things like that.
Oh, shit, not me, bro. Put me on some
Put me on some Dilaudid, bro. What are y'all talking about?
Yo,
get some morphine. I don't give a shit. But no, dude, like, this kid was supposed to go to the football game. He fell in a ditch that day. That was
No. I didn't fall in a ditch. Let me remind you.
Fell in a hole.
No, I was in the hole laying pipe, and I had a fucking...
Oh, dude?
Yeah.
He said, yeah.
Pause. No, I was laying... I did construction. We laid pipe. The sewer pipe. And I'm laying the pipe, not paying attention. I had a guy up top. He was supposed to be our spotter. And this concrete bank caves in. And my leg got trapped underwater between it was concrete and the pipe.
Yeah.
It was bad. I couldn't walk, and I'm like, I'm not playing this game. Needless to say, I had a professional tryout the very next day. I wasn't supposed to work on Saturday. That was the only day I was off because I had my games. And then Sunday was my professional tryout because I was missing Saturday's tryout for the Sunday or for our game. And they were like, oh, you got a game? We're going to be there. I had to call these people. Hey, man, just to let you know, I'm not going to be there. Had an incident at work. You're still working? Yeah, I'm still working. I got to pay my bills.
He left me to the game by myself.
Yeah, 100%.
He was supposed to ride with me.
I'll
Bro,
be there,
in
man.
Ocala. And I lived in, like, Castleberry, Winter Park area. So about an hour and a half, almost 2 hours. Terrible. Driving with one leg, and it was my left leg. Thank God it was my left leg broken. But I don't even know how I got to the car. I don't know how I got home. My ex at the time was like, oh, you're fine. You don't need to go to the hospital. The next morning I woke up, it was this fucking big.
Yeah. Listen, bro. if I could drive a semi with one foot, with a broken
Brother,
foot.
I'm a pussy. Okay, I'm be straight up.
Listen,
dead ass. If I'm
broke,
dude. I remember getting stitches at Harmony. Do you not remember that? What was his name? Carlos Button.
Yeah.
Dude, he fucking pushed the door open. I think, dude, I still got the scar. Like it's right here. I think this is the first time I ever had to get stitches ever in my life. Like I've gotten super glue, like stuff like that. First time I ever got stitches. Bleeding out of my head. Had a wrestling tournament that same weekend. Most of us did. We were at Wiki Wachi. I had like a whole head wrap around me, like kind of like your ordeal. I don't know how you guys do it, bro. I'm not driving with a broken foot. I was surprised I made it home, bro. I was like in severe pain.
I think it was all the partying, bro.
Yeah,
Probably.
I
we built up
think,
our pain.
Well, I didn't, really have a choice. I had to get my new car, and and I needed something to be able to drive to and from school, to and from work. Like I had things that I had to get done, and so I drove myself back home and went to stop by the job site on the way, but before he told me to leave, because I showed up and I'm showing up, and at this time I'm painting houses, bro, and we were doing an outdoor paint job on this house on the lake, and it was like maybe 2 minutes from my house, because they were right on the lake. I stopped by there, and I showed up, got my paintbrush in the back of my thing, and my eyes were swollen shut, and it was him and the other guy that worked with us, and they both look at me, bro. My eyes are just like barely open, and I'm like, all right, I need to come back to work because I need to make some money.
Yeah.
And he's like, no. He goes, go home. He goes, I'm going to pay you for 2 days worth of pay.
Nice.
Hooked me up great.
Yeah.
Like, did his thing, blessed me on that, because, like, I'm trying to show up, bro. I wasn't worried about sweating through the headband, nothing. And it's Florida during spring, summer. And so it was, 85, 90 degrees outside. And he's like, dude, he goes, you can't get that infected. He goes, that's your eye and your forehead. Like,
yeah, dude, that's bad.
Go home and take care of yourself.
Yeah.
And so I got back in the car, left, went to the house, and I spent the entire week there because, like, it took that long for the swelling in my eyes to go down.
Bet, dude. You're hitting your head on the windshield, bro.
I still say I'm Iron Man because I won in human versus car. I won. That car got totaled and scrapped. All I got was a couple stitches and some bandages.
You
and
didn't,
I was back
break
running.
anything?
No, nothing broke.
You didn't break anything.
No, bro. I just
So I'm the only bitch that broke something playing football, bro.
No, I broke my foot at work. We won't talk about that incident. But
how did you break it, Jordan?
In my motorcycle accident, I won that battle. Nothing will be different. But the best thing about it,
You had several battles. It was you versus the road, the
versus a
bike,
car.
another car.
Yeah.
See, like me, it was me versus car. Like my car was the reason.
You might be 1-0, bro, but I think I'm 3-0. All right,
3-0, yeah, but what happened with that medicine ball?
I still won.
Do you want to show the lump on your foot?
Listen, bro, you ever seen the sun go over the horizon?
That's exactly what looks like it's a foot. It's crazy.
But no, the funniest thing, I know it's crazy to say funniest thing about my motorcycle accident, I get a call. I'm in the ambulance, bro. Obviously, the word was on the street was I'm dying.
That's all I heard. Okay, this is a story about me. I'm going to tell you, terrible decision to call this guy. You can't kill a real... I'm like, what? Like, you're still alive. You got a motorcycle
calls
accident.
me. He's like, are you dead? I'm like, bro, you can't kill a real one. And, brother, it was funny. The EMT, great guy. Shout out to that man. Not gonna say, but I didn't have a seat collar on. I was in the hospital. My neck was just rolling around over here.
Yeah,
every
I
accident, yeah.
Because, dude, you're rolling and your neck's going like this.
When I got to the hospital, it took like an hour and a half. If our dad didn't go, where's your collar?
Yeah.
Where's it? I wouldn't have had one.
I don't even remember you having one when I was there.
No, I did. Right, because I had to go into...
Damn, you're making me want to look up this video, but I'll do it after. Because I swear you didn't. I swear you were like... Dad's a dickhead. Now he looks like a dickhead.
Our dad shaved his head, and I was like, man, Dad, you used to be a dickhead. Now you look like one.
Dude, it was
great. Yeah, it was great for you, not for me.
I was dying. Except for I got off work 2 weeks in a row, and I almost got fired. But, hey, man, I got to spend time with my brother in his full body cast sitting like,
I took off the whole next day to take care of this man. I'm over here trying to feed him because he's sitting here in air cast. He's in air cast trying to play video games. And he's like, I got holes in my elbows and my knees. And I'm like, but I don't think you're supposed to be playing video games right now. I think you're just supposed to be getting some rest. He's like, nah, but I'm not just going to sit here and game.
What am I going to fucking sit at home and do nothing? No. But yeah, it was funny, dude. I mean, they gave me some fucked up shit, dude. When they were taking all the asphalt out of my knee and my elbow and cleaning my road rash on my back, my hands, and I thought I was going around the hospital dapping up Paige. Like, yo, what's up, man? What are you doing, boy? Bro, the whole time I was in
the same room.
Never left.
Never.
What really got me though, on this shit that they gave me, I seen myself on the table, chair, whatever the fuck you want to call it, bed. I seen myself. I was all skin and bones, and I'm like, yo, am I dying? The guy's like, you're not going to die today, but you will die one day. I'm like, oh, fucking great. Thanks, man. That's the realest answer I'll ever get. But, going home, shout out to these guys, plus my other best friend, C, and Dino was there. Dino the dinosaur. They did take care of me. I had other people help me. We won't mention them, but these guys.
Let's go ahead and mention them, Jordan. No, I'm kidding. Well, man, what are you guys up to recently? I've seen you guys been popping off on this podcast. I like it, man. I've been following it since you guys started.
Staying busy, man. We appreciate you tuning in. Everybody who's subscribing. I've seen some of our old high school friends, getting in here and
hell yeah, man.
And watching it, but. Just been busy, man. Between working 40-plus hours a week, trying to do streaming on video games, trying to keep up with the podcast.
Yeah.
Like managing everything has been a task. It's at its own, So
at least you don't have kids.
Yeah.
I mean, if you count Jordan, technically,
yeah.
Your son.
He is my son. So
how am I your son if you're my daughter, bro? How does that work?
Yeah, dude.
But
no, we've been doing the podcast. We did decide to get our TikTok and Instagram going.
Shout those out, man. I feel like you guys should.
Coastal Chaos.
It's going to be Coastal Chaos Podcast, both platforms. We'll link them at the bottom of this video in the description. That way that anybody that is watching can go ahead and drop a follow. We're going to be trying to get some clips out there, maybe some bonus content.
Yeah.
I have the PGA show coming up this Friday. I
got the Rolex.
Yeah, you're at Rolex Saturday, so it's like we're going to some events and doing some things. So maybe we'll try to grab some clips, maybe just some photos or something like that, but at least something to kind of show what we're doing. This podcast is meant to take our outlooks on life and things we're doing. It's not just going to always be us sitting and talking about sports, but things like this where we're just sitting around having a panel, chatting, just having the boys, sit there and catch up on life and share our stories with everybody, as well as share the things that we're working on in life.
Hell yeah, dude.
Obviously we know our next step. We do want to get on the iTunes podcast and Spotify podcast. So here soon, you guys will see us on that platform or those platforms.
Sweet.
We do like branching out to some of our friends, having them come out here and kind of tell their story about some things. I mean, it was great having him on. He'll probably be on more than once.
Hell yeah, brother.
Unfortunately he's my brother, so
yeah, you live pretty close, so it's like
I mean, brother, he lives about as far as from you as I do from you.
Yeah,
so,
I'm right in the middle of everybody, so it's like
we're gonna put you in the middle. That's all right.
Ski trip. All right, keep the tower away. You can knock my hat. I don't want balls in my face. But
only behind his back.
Yeah, I sit in the back.
Whoa! Wait, I agreed to that. No.
Well, dude, it's just like he's like it's raining.
I never knew rain was
sticky.
Why is rain white?
Yeah, man. I don't know, dude. What have you been playing? I know you've been playing off of looking at your eyelids lately. This guy too. So I'm not just pulling you out. I'm pulling you both out.
Well, when you're
you're pulling us both out.
Come here, daddies.
But as everyone knows, I run the company, and it's a lot I deal with. Shut up.
I don't want to hear that.
But
I don't want to talk about it.
It's busy. I'm busy. During the day I'm busy. I do have my kids. I take care of my kids. just because that's what you do at work. I mean, that's.
Hey, brother, I am technically
you're
sitting in the truck by myself.
Let's also make this known. You're.
Oh yeah, you're sitting in the truck. You're gonna tell your boss that?
Yeah.
I know. I mow grass. I do mow grass, Jeff. I promise. But dude, I like working by myself. It's
Jackson's been busy. This week has just been one of those weeks. It's been busy. But when I am on, as we said at the beginning, I am killing it on some Call of Duty. Carrying this big boy on my back.
Big boy. Never my titty, bro. So are you excited for the football season?
I am.
For us?
I am.
First game, February 7th? Are you
February 7th.
Obviously, it's in St. Pete, bro. You're not going to that.
No, he's going to go.
You're going to St.
my
Pete?
best friend. You know, he's going to...
St. Pete's kind of crazy.
I mean, that's
going.
a little deep. I might go, just because, I should be, but I should be out in Tampa the weekend before that. I know you're going to Tampa the weekend before that, too. So it's like, we'll see. We'll see how life turns out.
Honestly, we have a home game the next week. So that's sick. What are you excited about the football season for us?
One of my favorite things is last time I was on the field, 2019. I got into my accident that year. Hopefully, I don't do it again.
No more motorcycles.
No more motorcycles for me, But my favorite thing is, my kids get to watch me play.
Definitely.
I mean, my oldest, his biggest thing is we see the football, by their school. There's a field. They see him playing, and he always like, Daddy, I want to play. And then, out of nowhere, when he asked me about me playing, he asked to watch me. So, of course, I had to show him my old films, some old video from when I played in 2019. And
get this guy to
he asked
be
me,
a line for us.
He asked me something, a little bit ago.
Promise you, you're studying out there. I promise you.
He asked me something a little bit ago and asked me when's the next time I'm going to play. And that's really what drove me to want to play this year. Because I was like, I'll coach. But when my oldest asked me, when are you going to play again? I want to watch you play. And that was my biggest thing. And, my kids obviously getting to watch me play. I do play both sides. I play defense and offense. Man, back the fuck up. But, I do well. I think my favorite thing is a chance of us winning something. I mean, the team we're on, they're not a bad team.
Studded out a little bit.
We got some stars on there. We're disciplined. I
wouldn't go as far as disciplined.
Disciplined. Aren't y'all supposed to be at practice?
No. Canceled. They got stormed.
Stormed out. I was deciding to go back to 37U because of you. But, then I got a couple guys hitting me up, da-da-da-da. But I'm also doing it for film. I got offered a couple of things, obviously to play some arena, for a little league, kind of like how Jamie does. But it's a little bit of a download stuff. I got in connections with a couple guys, for you, for myself, and it's called. I'll tell you guys after the podcast. I don't want to shout them out yet because I don't know how 100% it is, but it's definitely a good spot. It's almost like we have our own manager. You know what I mean? I don't know how far you want to go with
y'all might see me back in that field.
That's what I'm saying. You might see me cracking somebody.
Y'all over here posing for the Heisman.
This is here, how do we do it? Here's the, dude, I don't know, man. Just some stuff, dude.
That's you cupping.
Cupping up his nuts.
Whoa.
But no, dude, it's all right. Don't play as me. But no, dude. And, super fun. I like 37U. Definitely should get a game on this. Show one of our games, not the whole game, because I'm not gonna lie. If we come out how we've been coming out, I feel like we'll be fine. Knock some fucking heads loose, dude. The first practice we started hitting, somebody got the ball, got popped, dude, fumbled the ball. I'm just that different, man. I'm kind of working on little things here and there. I'm fat, so I'm not as fast as I used to be.
He's having a baby. He's expecting.
I'm a linebacker now, safety, kind of nickel ordeal. So,
and you've even lost some weight because before you were going to be playing line. It wasn't going to be linebacker. It was going to be offensive line.
But my year last year playing football, I was 202. And dude, I've lost. So that's 12. I'm 188.
14 pounds.
14 pounds roughly. Yeah. Good math.
16,
terrible.
To be honest.
16. All right. Fair enough. All right.
202 to 188. That's 14, brother.
Yeah, that's 14. Yeah, dude, I've been losing a lot of weight, and I've been wanting to get into shape. Of course, the wife's like, "Oh, this guy's your last year." I'm like, "Not if I'm getting paid for it, dude." And I've been in the professional setting before, right? So I've done arena, I've done tryouts for arena, I've had tryouts for the Orlando Predators. Shout out to them. Now, did you guys hear about the new one? Is Orlando Pirates? It came from Mass. Matt Parsons. We played with Matt Parsons a little bit. Dude, just that Orlando Pirates team is going to bring some fucking shit to Orlando. I think it's going to be a great time. Definitely would like to play with those guys, but I don't think I'm there yet. Like, to be realistic, I'm trying to get back into shape. I stopped drinking soda and stuff like that. Eating a little more healthier. I mean, I just had a racetrack fucking chicken rollers, bro. Those things are gas, bro. You can't not eat them when you're at a racetrack.
You're still a fat ass at heart.
At heart. Like, I can eat some
still a fat boy.
food, bro. Like,
man,
I don't know.
But I'm going to be honest, man. I mean, obviously, I'm excited to play football.
Yeah.
I haven't played it. But
I'm
excited to do...
He's so big for no reason. Plays golf.
But
play some fucking football, bro.
My biggest thing is I am excited for the future with me and Jackson, you know, with the podcast, the streaming.
Definitely, dude.
Dude, I mean, we got some things coming up this weekend. Obviously, you're going to be at the PGA show.
You guys both kind of going to record your own things? Like, you're going to
I'm going to record what I got going on. Yeah.
Like, I think what we're going to do is we're going to at least try to get some things for, like, the Instagram, the TikTok. Maybe not YouTube for the... as far as like our private things, because like this is us, you know, getting together to chit chat.
Yeah.
But like as far as whenever he's going out, you know, obviously he can post some things from the Rolex, and he's gonna be going out there with I think Yale's brother, and then some guys from his company, things like that. They're gonna be, you know, enjoying the races on Saturday, and I got some things coming up, and then I'll be at the PGA show Friday with a couple of my boys. You know, I gotta hook up through.
Nice.
See, he's still in the golf industry, pretty big. Yeah. So like he needed some help. He needs my truck to be able to haul some things back because the golf course he works for is buying some things from them. So
a little snack.
It's like a hey. I haven't been to the PGA show since 2019. I went 2018, 2019 because I was in high school still, you know, my senior year of high school, I was able to go.
Yeah.
That was like my final year because they have, you know, some of the college programs there that do, like the golf management degrees.
Yeah.
Like they show up to it. You know, I think it's Clemson, FGCU, some of those bigger schools are there. So it was like, you know, you could go and meet with them. They had representatives there where we were, you know, going and doing that, testing out new equipment because they do have a bunch of new equipment that'll be coming out here. Within the next few months. I've actually already played around with the new Callaway prototype balls that they're coming out with.
Sick.
So it's like going and seeing like the new designs that they're coming out with for the clubs, the balls, the technology they're coming out with for some of the putting greens there.
Yeah.
Dude, they've got some that are insane. Like 2019 was the first time I saw a putting green that they had a display set up where it had like airbags and then it would like have the line of the putt, like it would have it all set up.
That's sick.
And
dude.
so like it's a way to practice indoors. A lot of these D1 facilities have that. I took a visit down to, it was an unofficial visit down to FGCU.
They're Division I for golf?
Yeah.
Nice.
So I had went there not to join the team per se, but it was more of a tour to see the school, things like that, and maybe play on a club team. So I got to see their facilities that they were having, and they had stuff like that. So
are you still doing your pro card? Like, what are you thinking about that?
I really dropped off of that. I have scoliosis on my back, so it's one of those things that, and I have terrible posture, so it doesn't ever help.
Shots, guys.
I've been struggling with that since I was 17, and it hasn't been something that I've really able to be like fully overcome. You know, I used to do chiropractic appointments 3 to 5 days a week. And now I'm down to where I really don't have to see a chiropractor as much, but I still have some back pain, and just going out and playing 18 holes of golf is taxing.
Yeah. So
I play like once a
month.
You're
getting old,
bro.
Yeah.
Dude, speaking of old, my high school reunion is coming up.
Damn!
I'm 10 years out of high school, bro. That's crazy.
You know,
like, that shit flies by. You're almost there. You're at 8. You're at 8. You got fucking 9. 7. I counted wrong. I can't count.
But you go up and behind me.
Guys, remember, failed college.
I think, you know, we do have some things in the works coming up with, obviously, the TikTok, the Instagram, and kind of a little side thing coming up that we've been talking about doing.
I've already got some things locked up for a couple weeks from now.
Like kind of like a Nelk Boys ordeal, or like what are you guys thinking?
I think if he's able to go in a couple weeks, I think it's going to be more like it's almost going to be like Snapchat shorts, basically.
Yeah,
It's going to be
tough.
videos of some of the things that we're doing that weekend. And I know, like, myself and a few of my friends are already going. We're planning on doing some things, and getting a little traveling and have a little bender trip.
Hell yeah.
Almost, a couple of days of a little drinking, a little fun.
I'm gonna be a little fucked
And we're
up.
trying to talk him into going, but it's one of those things that with kids and things
Hard,
like that.
man.
Like I already tried to ask you, and you're like, I've got family.
I already got
commitments.
things to do.
So
bro.
it's
Going to
like-
the zoo, going fishing. Like, speaking of fishing, let's talk about it right now. When are you gonna take us guys on your fucking boat?
He said it's ass, gas, or grass, and I'm gonna be.
I'll throw some ass, buddy.
I don't think you're the clientele that we're looking for that, and we don't smoke grass, so it's
Fair.
kind of cash is a big thing. It costs a lot to run the boat.
Dude, it does.
I haven't been out on it in almost a month. We
It's
do
also
try to
been
get
cold as
down
shit.
there. Yeah, it has
Yeah.
been.
First off, I'm gonna tell you right now, the cold doesn't matter. Reds are biting like crazy right now.
They
We
are.
go to-
They are.
but-
But I actually haven't had a red yet this year. I had a snook. We've caught some trout. And,
Yeah, trout
And
are
getting
crazy.
into some trash fish. And I call them trash fish just because I don't eat them. But ladyfish, jacks, things like that.
Ladyfish is good shark bait.
It
And
is,
it
but
can be
I'm
good
not
snook
looking to
bait.
catch a snark. A
Snark.
Snark.
I'm not looking to catch a shark down there. I'm running medium heavy rods. I'm not running a lot of leader or anything like that. I'm mostly a braid guy.
Me.
And so
You don't run monofilament?
no,
for,
not really
for a
unless
leader?
I'm running. If I'm going out there for snook, like during snook season, sometimes I'll throw a fluorocarbon.
Fluorocarbon, that's what it is.
And
Fluorocarbon,
so
not monofilament.
I'll do that because like the mono's more. I feel like that's almost like your
That's like a 10-year-old.
bluegill,
Yeah.
10-year-old
Yeah.
fish. Now some people do use it. I have nothing against that. I just prefer fluorocarbon. And so I'll throw a leader on there sometimes whenever we're going out for snook. But been trying to catch some trout, man. That's really the only thing that's been open. I know snook opens back up here in a little bit, and then reds are still permanently closed in Indian River. So
Are they really?
yeah, they're
I didn't know
still.
that.
I mean, it's not quote unquote permanent, but it's like as until the FWC. They're always out there running fish checks and things like that, trying to see, hey, have you guys caught anything? What did you catch and release? Like last time I was there, we had to measure fish at the boat ramp. Like anything we brought back a trout that my dad caught. It was the only legal trout we had in the boat that day, and they measured it. Took all the things that they needed for it and kind of submitted that. But those biologists are out there collecting information because if we're catching reds, they want it to be on paper. There was a biologist the day I caught my PB red. I had a 32-inch bull red that I caught last November. And so it was something where like I showed him a picture. Obviously we took measurements. We put it back because can't keep them anyways.
Yeah.
But just they're collecting that sort of information to gauge population size.
Okay.
And there was a time whenever I was going every trip catching reds. And
nice.
and so that's fun times.
Where do you guys go out? Like Mosquito Lagoon kind of area?
We don't really go Mosquito too much. We launch out of like Wabasso, Vero.
Okay.
We're also going up towards Thousand Islands in the Cocoa area.
Yeah, okay.
But we get out there on the Indian River Lagoon and do some things. We've been to Mosquito. We go to
I
Titusville.
don't like Mosquito.
Stuff like that.
So I go by, and this is because I don't have a boat right now. But if I had a boat, I'd be going in all these fucking things. Merritt Island is a little national reserve, or whatever it's called. I forgot what it's called. Nature reserve. There's like those little like side roads you can go park onto inside of stuff like that, and you can catch some snook, tarpon, ladyfish, some fucking reds out there just sitting in the mangroves. It's super sick, and like I try to take this kid out. He doesn't ever want to go anywhere.
Y'all live far as hell though, because we'd have to be down.
Promise you-
boats leaving my father's house at 4 o'clock
I'd be
in
at
the
your house
morning.
at
I'm gonna be
3:30.
I'll be honest.
I'll be at your house.
I'm just staying the night there, bro.
Yeah,
I mean, I could too as well. Just saying.
There's couches and they got a pull out couch and
Hey,
things
me and
like
him,
that.
nut to butt, baby. Done it before in
We
the
can
truck.
only do one at a time though, because unless I
You'd
was
weigh
to
us
be
down.
without my pops, if my pops was busy or something like that,
What kind of boat do you guys have?
we have a 19-foot Pathfinder.
You only can have 3?
Yeah, to fish comfortably. Yeah. So, I mean,
Fish comfortable. That's
yeah,
right.
so like we really fish comfortably. 2, 3 is manageable.
Yeah.
But 2 is most of the time, that's the most comfortable. We did 3 probably half a dozen times with either my uncle or my dad's buddy. We would go out and do that. But
How I've done some sketchy stuff on some boats, bro.
Yeah, we're not doing sketchy stuff though. Like
I wouldn't.
It's something where now, like when I think about it now, if anybody even tries to keep like a fish that's right at size, I tell them no. Yeah, I'm telling them throw it back because like if that fish dies and shrinks a quarter of an inch and something like that, like obviously it's if you catch it, it's your license kind of deal.
Yeah.
But I have a lifetime sportsman's license.
You don't want to expire.
I'm not trying to lose my license or have anything. You know, I respect the fisheries. I have a fisheries reserve license plate. You know, it's like one of those things where I'm big on supporting the wildlife. I want conservation. You know, I want to make it to where we're able to fish. You know, I want to have kids and grandkids that can fish those waterways rather and not have these redfish restrictions. You know, I want this. I want them to open back up because the size that we're catching out there, a lot of them would be within slot, and they're delicious. But you know, obviously, I want the population to get back. You know, they've had a lot of red tides out there and stuff too that kill big fish kills. Yeah. So. You know, I want to be able to preserve that and be able to continue doing it.
What are you thinking about us going to, what's that old place we used to go? Sebastian Inlet.
I would go to Sebastian.
I'm down.
We can make a boys trip, fish off the pier.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Even then, like, fuck, dude, that'd be sick.
Yeah, I did it quite a bit. Sebastian. You know, get down there, throw, you know, we can either get frozen shrimp or shrimp bites, something like that, catch some stuff.
Dude, even that, like, I've had some crazy stories. We went to Sebastian one time. Terrible idea, by the way, with a bunch of Eli, all those kids.
Oh, brother.
We had, what was that kid that used to hang out with Josh? There was Josh Hall, Christian. Terrible. I'm not saying it out loud.
Did y'all take fat?
I think so. We took fat at the time.
We did. We definitely did have our time, but you know, I don't want to be this guy, man. We do. You know, we are at our limit, man. It was good having you on here.
Yeah. Appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, dude,
we definitely would love to have you on more.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, it's the first time, but you know, it wasn't a bad one, man. And we do appreciate you coming on.
Yeah,
next time, maybe we'll take some outlooks from you. Get you on one of our sports ones where we're just chit chatting as well.
I'm telling you right now, I want Miami to win this game.
Miami.
I'm not a Miami fan. I'm a Florida Gators fan.
Yeah, you're not a Florida Gators fan. But you're trying to get Miami to win.
I want a Florida team to win.
I don't.
It'd be nice.
I don't.
You know,
it's fucking NFL. Both Jags, fucking Miami's. I wasn't anywhere. Tampa, but yeah.
No. But you know, on this podcast, you know, we do have a saying, man, and it's
do a flip.